All right, so today's lesson, problem of the day, complete worksheet 3.3 graphing, systems of linear inequalities in your homework packet. It's a front and back page. So make sure you graph that, and then we'll continue on with the lesson. Today we're doing 3.3 graph systems of linear inequalities. So how do we graph them? It's a system, it's more than one line. So step one, graph one inequality at a time, solid or dashed line, and test a point to see which half plane to shade. You may want to use colored pencils to distinguish the different half planes. Step two, you want to repeat for the other line and use a different color. And then three, identify the region that is common to all of the graphs of the inequalities. This region is the graph of the system. If you use colored pencils, the graph of the system is the region that has been shaded with every color. All right, so here's example one. And how do we graph? All right, so we graph one line at a time. So we have y less than or equal to 3x plus 2. So we go up to 2, plot my point. Then I go up 1, 2, 3, right 1. Up 3, right 1. And we could do down 3, left 1. All right, now we have to ask ourselves, is it solid or dashed? It's solid. So it's or equal to. Getting a little bit better at lines here. All right, now we have to see where to shade. Do we shade above or below the half plane or the line? Which half plane do we shade? So I'm going to test 0, 0. I'm allowed to use 0, 0 for the fact that it is not on the line, just like before. So you can get 0, less than or equal to 3 times 0 plus 2, which gives me 0, less than or equal to 2. 0 less than or equal to 2 is true. 0 is less than. So we're going to shade where 0, 0 is, which is all of this on this part of the plane. Now I have to do the same thing again. This time I'm going to use red. I have y greater than negative x plus 4, so I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, which is here. Then I go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. And I could keep going. Now this one is a dashed line. Through my points. And once again, I can test 0, 0. 0, 0 once again lies below the line. It's not on the line. It's 0 greater than negative 0 plus 4, which is 0 greater than 4. 0 greater than 4 is false. So I don't shade where 0, 0 is, which is below the line. I shade above. Now be careful with this because you have to make sure you're focusing on the correct line to see where to shade. So you'll notice where's the overlap in the top right here. All the ordered pairs that would be in this little section are going to be solutions to both systems of inequalities. All right, let's try another one. If you want to pause the video and try it first. I'm going to graph the first one, the top one up here. I'm going to rewrite it. I want to get it in y-intercept form. So I'm going to get 2y greater than or equal to negative 4x plus 8. Divide everything by 2, y greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 4. So that's my first line I'm going to graph. All right, so let's switch to the point here. Plus 4, I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, plot my point. Negative 2 is down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, up 2, left 1, and so on. I ask myself, is it solid or dashed? And I can see that it's solid, so it's or equal to. And I want to test a point. I'm going to test 0, 0. I can use 0, 0 because it's below the line. Or it's not on the line, I should say. So let's do test 0, 0. And I'm going to test it back in with the original. So I get 4 times 0 plus 2 times 0. Oops. Greater than or equal to 8. So I get 0 greater than or equal to 8. 0 greater than or equal to 8 is false. So where do I shade? I don't shade below the line, I shade above it. All right, let's graph the other one. It's already in y-intercept form, so I'm going to go -3 down 3. Okay, slope's -2 down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Up 2, left 1. Now this one's a dashed line. And I'm going to test a point. I could still use 0, 0 because 0, 0 would be above it now, right, if it's true. So let's see what happens. 0 less than -2 times 0 minus 3. Get 0 less than -3. 0 is not less than -3, it's false. So I don't shade above the line, I shade to the left of it, like so. And if you take a look here, what do you notice? First of all, you notice they're parallel lines. Now my line, excuse the black line over there, it's not very nice. But you notice that they're parallel lines, and do you see any overlap? I don't see any overlap. So my final answer is no solution. There's no area or points at all where any of them meet up. So no solution. All right, let's do one last one here. Here we have a line also we have, if you look at the second one, we are going back to absolute value graphs. So let's start with the top one, y less than 2. So we go up to 2, it's a less than, so don't forget it's a dashed line. All right. Now for this one, it is less than. Let's see, we're still going to test a point. We want to see where to shade, so let's just double check here. I'm going to test 0, 0. 0, 0 lies below the line. If I plug it in, I know I only have one variable, but I get 0 less than 2, which is a true statement. So here's 0, 0. So my first shading is everything below. All right. Let's move to the next line. Now be careful because we actually have to talk about a couple things here with the absolute value one. I need my vertex, right? So if you remember back with a vertex, it's the inside here set equal to 0, so, or the opposite sign. So my x is 1, or h is 1. There's no number to the right, so k is 0. And then my a is the number in front. There's no number in front, so it's a 1. So that's what we have to start off with first. So remember, this is plus. I'm going to add 0 to it. This would be a 1 here. So how I graph it, all right. So 1, 0. 1, 0 is here. Slope is 1. I go up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. And I could go back to the vertex up one, left one. We want to make sure it's V, up one, left one. Mirror image. It's a solid line, so let's connect them all the way up. Now, let's see where 0, 0 lies. 0, 0 lies right here. So if 0, 0 is true, I'm going to shade outside the V. If it's false, I shade inside. So let's see what happens here. Test 0, 0. I get 0 greater than or equal to 0 minus 1, which should simplify 0 greater than or equal to 1. 0 greater than or equal to 1 is false, so I don't shade outside, I shade inside the V. Now be careful because it might be hard to see. I'm going to overlap it here. When we had our other line, like this y less than 2, it's hard to see the way I shaded it. But where your actual overlap for all of it is this tiny little triangle in the center, and that's all the solution you have there. It's a little bit hard to see. That's the only overlap you have. Okay, so that's it for the lesson today. Your homework is just the problem of the day, because the problem of the day you have to complete that worksheet front and back. And then in class, we'll go over the actual assignment. So that's it for today.